Welcome to the Living Well Project, a community project grown at Hornsea United Reformed Church. There's increasing awareness of how isolation affects people's lives. Isolation can affect people's well-being, it can affect their health, it can certainly affect their sense of worth and their sense of enjoyment of life. When we started the project, we anticipated that it would be old age and infirmity that would be one of the major causes of the isolation we were dealing with. But as the project has gone on, we've learned more and more of the significance of mental health in causing isolation, and that means that isolation is an issue for people of all ages. At the Living Well project, we try to tackle that issue of isolation and loneliness. We try to keep in touch with people in our community, and we try to bring them together so they can enjoy each other's company and feel part of a supportive network.
I got involved right at the very beginning because I felt it was a very worthwhile cause and that I wanted to help people that were isolated.
Well, I read about it in the local paper and it was something I've been thinking I'd like to do anyway because I've got experience from my own mother who was quite isolated for a long time and it just seemed like a really good way of helping people like her, and that's certainly how it feels since I've been doing it.
I just like being involved. I could see the benefits of the project and I really wanted it to succeed.
Well, I come to the meetings and I also help out at the lunch.
And when I was working, I was a market researcher, so I did a lot of telephoning. Mm-hmm. So that was, come along and have a go. I've retired, so I've got more time now.
Because I thought it was a way of helping people, and it helps me as well.
At the heart of our project is the telephone support network, and the team of volunteers come in and spend a couple of hours phoning out to those people whom we're supporting, just for friendship, maybe for a bit of support, possibly even a bit of advice.
Yes, that's really good, Sarah.
I started off befriending for Mind, which is more of a one-to-one kind of basis, but I was more interested in how this project helps more people by using phones rather than one-to-one.
I've got a big impact. I think that quite a lot of the people don't probably speak to anybody or see anybody, so receiving a phone call from us, even though you're a stranger, I think it's just makes their day, really.
Well, I think for a lot of people, particularly as they get older, they become quite isolated in their own homes, often because they've got mobility problems or it's just difficult to get out and meet people. And actually having a telephone that doesn't ring can be really quite isolating in itself. And I think what we do is actually, just by ringing up and showing that we're interested and giving them a point of contact, give people a different kind of structure to their day and a sense of their own, a positive sense of their own self-worth.
Making the calls from our own premises means that our callers can work as a team, they can be supported, we can make sure everything we do is safe and is all properly recorded.
With the telephoning, I'm one of the supervisors.
Can you tell us what that involves?
It mainly involves setting up the furniture, the telephones, etc., and making sure that I'm here with a cup of tea ready for the people who are phoning. And I'm here during the telephone calls so that if there is a problem, they have somebody they can talk to, the telephoners can talk to.
So as well as being in touch with many of our participants on a weekly basis, we also bring some of them in for a lunch once a month. An opportunity to meet each other, a change of scene, a trip out for some of them. An important part of the project is to provide transport so that we can bring people into our lunches. We are in a very rural area with lots of isolated communities. We believe that in order to tackle isolation, we really have to try and overcome as many of the barriers as possible to stop people engaging in community activities and in meeting other people.
You just have to listen to the people on the minibus, and they're chattering away. They come on, they're very quiet to start with, but then they get chattering away. They share their memories, their experiences. And one gentleman this week couldn't come, and he said, it's the first one I've missed, and he was really, really disappointed because he just enjoys the company. So just getting people out is, I think that helps them a lot.
Chance to sit and eat with other people, which a lot of them will be on their own, so it's a social thing as well as just providing food. And it also helps the volunteers. A lot of the volunteers get out of it as well.
Well, to start with, I like being with people.
Yeah.
And I like to think I'm contributing to their well-being, and it does me good too.
It's just so rewarding. When you see people smiling, having a laugh, sharing, it's just lovely to be a part of them. And some of the people who have come along have come to volunteer. They now help, helping table monitors, looking out for people. So it's a two-way thing, really.
What we offer is far more than just a meal or an hour or so together. It's actually an opportunity for people to build up their own friendships, their own contacts, their own networks. And it is about helping people to make their own decisions and to take their own initiatives and to try and tackle their own sense of isolation. Our network isn't limited just to our telephone calls and bringing people together for lunch. We also support people who want to learn how to use tablet computers and to communicate with each other and to use all the potential that that offers in terms of keeping in touch with the wider world.
I love it. I love it. Because I've met some, I've heard some sort of stories that go back as far as the Second World War and all the way through the 50s and 60s and, whatever, and learned about people, about baking that they do and just different things. It's been absolutely fantastic. Okay.
Well, it's helped me a lot. I've had people say to me, they've got something to get up for on a Wednesday. They look forward to the meal and they look forward to the socialising too.
I think the church is now well known in the town, and it's seen as a church where people can come in and use the premises. It's not just a closed group of people that just meet on a Sunday morning. We're very much part of the town.